Libra, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to move your body. There could be a place where you have outgrown. There could be a state where you have outgrown, but I feel like this has to do with something like move your body. For some of you guys, this has to do with some type of exercise and just a little bit every day. Make sure every day that you're doing some type of movement, constantly staying in motion. There's a need for you to move your body. Also, there is a need for you to go beyond your expectations, move your body, get out of your neighborhood. When I say your neighborhood, I mean the bounds that you placed on your bounds, the things you're familiar with. Get out of your comfort zone. There's something that is yours. There's something that's being birthed, and it is yours. Yes, it is yours. But in order for you to get that thing, you have to believe that something is yours. You have to believe that you can get something outside of your comfort zone, outside of your norm. And once you believe that you can get that thing outside of your comfort zone and outside of your norm, you're actually going to move. Nothing will be keeping you there. There's nothing. Okay, so I think the message is, okay, what God is trying to say is the moment that you believe that you deserve more, the moment that you believe that you can acquire more, nothing can keep you in that same spot. Nothing can keep you inside of that gate. Nothing can keep you still. So for some of you guys, the reason why you are so still or the reason why you haven't moved is because you don't have the belief that something is actually yours. You don't have the belief that you can actually acquire something else. That is why you keep yourself in that same type of comfort zone. That may be detrimental to your energy. That may be draining your whole energy. That may be stopping you from getting the momentum that you need to move. But once you believe in yourself, nothing will keep you there. And this goes to like relationships. This goes to jobs. This goes to like it could be relationships, friendships, things. The moment that you believe that you deserve more, that's out there, outside of your comfort zone, nothing can keep you in your comfort zone. Everything will be stretching you to grow. Everything you'll see that you have to go beyond yourself to get. And then the other thing that I do have for you guys is there's something that is going to make you smile today. There's something that's going to have you smiling like you just hit the lottery or like nothing can steal your joy. It's that moment of happiness. It's that height of happiness, smiling like nothing. This is some type of good news that even Trump with like some bad news, the bad news you won't even be able to feel the bad news because the good news is so good or something is so good. Something is so good. Like it's finally happening. Like it's so good. And God wants you to know, yes, 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 this is yours. This is yours. You can have it. You deserve it. This thing is yours. Let's go into the affirmation of the day. I'm a little stuffy today, so sorry about my voice. Affirmation is, I am at peace. I am at peace. Let's say it together 4 times. I am at peace. I am at peace. I am at peace. I am at peace. It says, what is one thing I can do today to make me feel more at peace? So for some of you guys, this type of feeling here or this need for you to move outside of your bounds is causing you some type of unease. Like you're not at ease with yourself. You're not at ease with your decision. And for some of you guys, stepping outside of your bounds is going to bring you that peace. I know that may sound a little bit funny, but some of you guys are going through cognitive dissonance, whereas your mind is telling you things, but your body hasn't quite caught up with it yet, or your environment hasn't quite caught up with it yet, and it's causing this type of, uneasy feeling. Disruption. It's disruption. It's disrupting the mind. It's disrupting the pattern. So there's something like, I'm telling you, you're going to have to, this is no choice. Unless you want to stay in like dysfunction, disruption, like there is no choice. You will not be able to sit back in your same like small position or in your same environment. For some of you guys, these are people that you are outgrowing. And like for real, like really outgrowing conversation, really outgrowing so many different things, and nothing is going to keep you there. If you would just let go of control, only thing that can keep you there is control, and you kind of like fighting. Literally, you will have to fight with yourself. It's that strong. For some of you guys, like the video, if you know what I'm talking about, or you know this feeling that I'm talking about, where you would have to actually fight your own self to stay small. When everything in you is telling you that you have outgrown here. I just watched a like hermit crab move into a new shell. And that shell that hermit crab was in was so small, it was causing the hermit crab so much pain until it got this new shell. And I'm thinking like, for some of you guys, you've outgrown, this is what we're supposed to do. And I just thought about, suppose if, you know how sometimes it's hermit crabs that stay in their shell when they kind of like bust through it or something like that. And I think they could die. I'm not sure. I'm not going to put that on them. But it seems like they would. But I'm just thinking now, what if most hermit crabs refused to move out of that big, to leave their old shell, something that they've gotten comfortable in, that helped them, that protected them at certain points of times. Now, what if that hermit crab refused to get out of its old small shell to go into a new shell? What if that was just the norm of the hermit crabs? It would be like, what's going on? It's like a normal thing for hermit crabs to come to shore. They're all naked and looking, we don't normally look at hermit crabs without their shell, but it's a thing. They come to shore, drop off that old shell, find a new one, get in that new shell, and go on about their business. It's like, it's a normal routine of growth. And I was thinking, like, what if humans adopted that normal routine of growth? Just like the hermit crab that's finding a new shell. Instead of us, we make excuses. And we have people around us that's like, no, that shell not too big. All you got to do is do this. All you got to do is do that. And then we get people, well, the big shells are this. They tell us stories about the growth and the new environments. And we kind of get scared. And we get scared of the people who we're not going to see in this new environment. And maybe I won't quite resonate with people anymore. Maybe people won't find me as fun anymore. We kind of look at growth as scary. And I feel like we are like probably one of the only species that do that. We look at growth, like our bodies can grow. We even looking at age as like nobody wants to get older. Nobody even wants to sound like they're a grown-ass woman no more, or a grown-ass man, which is sad. It's kind of sad. But that's a whole nother rant anyway. But you've grown. You've outgrown. The only thing that's going to keep you stuck there is pure stubbornness. It's going to be painful for you to stay. It's something that's not going to be peaceful for you to stay. Especially pay attention to, because this used to happen to me when I used to work too. I will be singing on my way to work. It's the number one reason that you know that God wants you to leave your job, okay? So I'll be singing on my way to work. I'm having fun. I'm saying my affirmations. I'm laughing. The moment I pulled in the garage, energy zapped. And it would be like, Lord, give me strength. Like the moment that I got into the garage, energy is gone. And it's like, okay, now I got to put on this. And you got to put on this type of whatever, this suit of energy, this fake whatever, to get you through the, just to get you through however long you work that day. If you go to your job and you are completely drained, when you woke up good, you had some coffee, or maybe you had your water, or maybe you had your vitamins or something in the morning, you singing on the way to work, it's a nice drive in, and the moment you get to that building, you're like, oh my God. Just totally drained, that's a sign. All right, let's see. And then look, you got the job. For some of you guys, there is some type of new level or new career or a higher career or a better career or something that's outside of your bounds. Maybe you can be going into a whole different field or something like that. Yeah, you definitely got the job. Some of you guys are also finding unexpected money. You didn't know that you'll be able to make a type of money. You just were staying in your bounds, but you do have the job. If you reach for it, it's yours. If you reach for it, it's yours. How about that? If you reach for it, that piece of fruit is yours. You can pull that piece of fruit down if you reach for it. But if you stay there hungry and just eating the lower hanging fruit that you think that's the only fruit that you can get, then that'll be the only fruit that you can get. You know, you are your universe. So, but if you reach for something, it's yours. Finding unexpected money. You got the money safe. The money safe here. The money safe is open. Yeah, something. I feel like the money safe is open because I feel like the door is open to adding more value to your life. The door is completely open to adding more value to your life. Let's see. I see the Chariot. There's a need for you to stand up for what it is you believe in. You have the Seven of Wands here. And walk away. And look, walk away from something that's not serving you. You have the Devil card. This is what's keeping you stuck and trapped. This is what's making you feel like you're in some type of enslavement. For some of you guys, this could be the friends and the groups of people that you hang around. It has a lot to do with environments. Like today is moving day. Today is moving day. All right, let's see. Let's get into this morning inspo. Today is moving day. Telling y'all, between worlds, from your past to your future, something that used to define you to something that defines you now. For some of you guys, you're in between worlds. You got one foot in this door and one foot in that door. You got to make a choice. And the people who truly care about you will not hold you to what and who you used to be, or what you used to accommodate, or what you used to, or an environment that you used to live in. They won't make you feel guilty for expanding your horizons, for moving. There's a message from career. I feel like somebody has a message for you. Somebody could be reaching out to you when it has something to do with career or a job or something. For some of you guys, you have reached for something, and there's a message coming to you letting you know that you have some type of career. Right now, for some of you guys, you're exchanging gifts with the person that it is that you love, especially if you're intimate with a person. Like sexually intimate with the person, you're definitely exchanging a lot of gifts, so be mindful of that. This person, we do have soulmates at the bottom of the deck, so I do feel like there is a lot of energy of kingdom marriages, of this is soulmate energy. This is like people who, you know, God, the universe wants you to be with, and because this is a big gift exchange, it's things that they need, it's things that you need, it's a gift exchange here that's going on with some type of relationships. Also, there could be somebody that's giving you some type of physical gift. On the spiritual plane, you have imagine. Somebody needs to meditate, visualize, things like that. I feel like there's a need for you to dream more. I feel like Spirit is showing you something on the spiritual plane, and imagine if it was yours. These are these little thoughts that come through your mind. Just kind of like flirt with the idea a little bit that something is yours, okay? You have go to see. The message from God is there's a need for you to, there's some type of travel that you need to do alone. I feel like there's a need for you to be by yourself. Wow, I just felt like the only way that you're going to be able to move from this different state is through isolation. For some of you guys, you got people who they may not necessarily be telling you to stay, but there's people who you're afraid of leaving out of your life. There's people who you don't want in your life, or you want in your life, and you don't want your growth to hinder a certain type of relationship. But what's coming to you is community. So once you go to see here, you go see some type of community. Community is coming to you. So you're afraid of being alone, but the very thing that's here at this new level is community. It's the thing that's telling you to stop. It's the thing that's telling you the very thing that you're afraid of is the thing that you're going to see once you move past this thing. Also, go to see is just allow things to happen, allow it to flow. What did I say when it first started? This is the natural thing for you to do. Naturally, something is moving you out of your comfort zone. It's going to be really, really hard for you to kind of stay where it is that you are, because naturally you're just growing and naturally you're changing. Overall message is loyal heart. My little flowers just. Overall message is loyal heart. Loyal heart, fidelity, loyalty, devotion. This is the evidence that loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove that they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There's a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. No matter what the outer circumstances are in your life, trust and have faith that you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely guided. So this is this loyalty here, and I feel like the loyalty from God, the universe, Spirit, you know, your higher power. For some of you guys, I feel like it has been some times where you've been thinking like, okay, Is God listening to me? Is God still here with me? Is God still, am I still going to get the things that I want? Am I still going to, what's going on? And I feel like there's something that's going to happen. That is this thing that you're like smiling, like nothing can take your joy, like nothing can take anything away from you, because you're really, really happy. You're happy that this thing is happening for you. You're happy that like doesn't have anything to do with, this don't have anything to do with another person. This has a lot to do with just you. So tell me more about Between Worlds. Look at the wise one. So there was some type of situation. There was some type of situation that happened, and this situation had to happen so that you could understand. No, there was some situation that had to happen. Also, so you can understand that there needs to move. But, sometimes God got to light some fire up under us to get us moving. So for sometimes I've been trying to get myself to focus back too. So grace is always given here because, ain't nobody perfect. So sometimes God got to light some fire up under us for us to move. And a lot of the times that fire usually is some type of chaos. And a lot of the times we get distracted because we focus more on the chaos except for where God has moved us to. And sometimes when that fire comes, we got to move up out. We move into a different position, a different place, a different, some type of different state. We may even start praying more. We may start fasting. We may start looking at things different due to some type of drama or something that happens in our life. And we kind of look at the drama and make that big when really the bigger thing is, what did I find? The thing that I find. And that is the treasure. That's the treasure. Well, I just got something here. That is the treasure. For some of you guys, you ran quickly into the treasure, running from some type of drama, chaos, or some type of tower crumbling. This could have been really, really big, that you couldn't even get into the feeling that this is the treasure. Now you're in this moment. And God is like, I had to do some things that's beyond your understanding to get you to move. I know how to move you. Wow. So this also goes back to the idea and assimilation that this is a big game. A game. And when it's time for you to move, you're going to move. It's like, when I'm ready to move you, you trust me, trust and believe, I'm going to get you to move. I don't know who that's for, but I've definitely been through that. That's why I'm kind of like, I'm stuck. Like, God, you was moving me this whole time. I definitely been through that. And you try to, for some of us, we're trying to make sense of it. We're trying to understand, like, okay, did I move too fast? Did I know? No, God, I know how to move you. I know how to get you to move. And you thinking, since I didn't think everything through and ponder everything through like I did, I just, this was a no-brainer. You just moved out. For some of you guys, you just broke off the relationship. For some of you guys, you just quit the job. For some of you guys, you just stopped hanging out. For some of you guys, you just moved out of the neighborhood. You moved out of the house. For some of you guys, you just had some type of abrupt moving, and you kind of looking at it like, that's why one foot is back and one foot is in. You can't fully step into what you really moved in because you're trying to make sense of it. It had nothing to do with the chaos or whatever that got you to move. Everything had to do with where you were moving to. The treasure is where you were going, not where you came from. Take note of intuitive messages. You are not alone. Your guardian angel is with you. Your guardian angel knows how to move you too. And they're talking to other people's guardian angels too to get you to, if they got to play chess, if they got to have a little pawn, Somebody got to be a pawn in the game to get you to move, then so be it. But are you giving the energy to the pawn instead of the chess master? Tell me more about Message in a Bottle. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. I used to sing my little song. Don't judge me. You got the Medicine Mother. This is going to be some healing information that comes from career. Honor your inner knowing. In order for you to get into this, this energy where you kind of like are honoring some type of healing information, and there's some type of, I feel like there's going to be a sign that happens in career that your intuition has been feeling, your inner knowing has been feeling for a while, and you finally get this message that clicks with your inner knowing. Also, for some of you guys, there's a mentor that's coming towards you that's giving you some type of message about some type of career. Definitely take note, take heed to these messages that you hear about career today. Especially today. Especially today. All right. There is something that you really need to be about intentional about and creating today. So somebody may be like, you need to do that, and you need to do it. Definitely. Okay, definitely do it today. So no matter if someone calls you up or you may be watching something, you may be watching me saying you need to do, me telling you need to do this today. That may be a sign for you. So I'm going to say it again. God is telling me to say it. You need to do it today. Today. Today, my friend. Today. Okay? Tell me more about exchanging gifts. The White Witch. Be the light. Ooh, so you're exchanging light with light with light. Some of you guys have this person hold the space. Stay there. Stay there. For some of you guys, this is about like some type of relationship, and I feel like this has to do with a relationship with yourself. Something is teaching you spiritually, and it's teaching you about not reacting or not trying to be right, just trying to be the light in the room. And this is why you're there. The moment that you understand who you are or what you possess to a certain type of relationship, boom. You go to a whole other level. And I don't know why I'm reading this, but it's kind of giving me, I'm looking at things totally different. I'm looking at things as a game, as a actual, if you are a gamer and you play games, you should really get this is like a game. This is a mission. And for some of you guys, you thought you read the instructions wrong, or maybe there weren't no instructions. Okay. Maybe you didn't have any type of instructions. But the instructions are to be the light in the room. And you have to be you have to be able to be in this room with these people. You have to be able to be in this room with these people and still shine your beautiful light. And you have to know what light it is that you need to shine. And the White Witch is all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about beauty. For some of you guys, you're in a room that's making you feel like that peace, that love, that beauty is not enough. It's not loud enough, and you have to bring another type of energy. And even in some type of room of uncertainty, there's a need for you to be the light in the room. And then you, at the top of the deck, you have learn from spiritual experiences, the great teacher. And the greatest teacher, this I don't know why this card, this reminds me of like the story of like Jesus. And that's a great teacher of how we need to, and what is Jesus constantly? Forgive and love. Forgive and love. The moment that you move to your energy of forgiving and loving, you go to a different place. And not saying that you're supposed to stay in some type of relationship or you're supposed to stay right here, but this is the gift that you're getting. You're learning this. This is your gift. Like I said, we focus too much on the fire that God used to make us move instead of the gift that he moved us into. Tell me more about imagine. You got the Magic Guardian. Imagine if you had all the power within you. Imagine if you had all the power and the tools to track down your dreams. Imagine if this thing that you're moving into, imagine if this new type of personality, but it could be a personality for you. This new state of being was unlocking all the magic. Imagine that being your power. Imagine your light being your power. Imagine your love being your power. Imagine forgiveness being your power. And a lot of us, we don't forgive. We hold on things to the grave. And I feel like I could teach people about forgiveness. Not saying that I'm like the best forgiver of all, but I have made this pact with myself that I will not let a person that hurt me, that probably did it because they didn't know what they were doing. Okay. Number one, they didn't know who I was. Okay. I would not let a person take the zest out of my life. And that is turn me bitter. Have me looking at love like, oh, men are going to do da, 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 da. And a lot of you guys are like that. Like, a lot of people are like that. Like, and especially, like, I've talking to a lot of you guys. And not to hold out nobody, but a lot of people are holding on to the things that have hurt them. And they're trying to make sense of it. Not trying to make sense. And they're not looking to, well, where did this thing move you to? Or what has this thing been nudging in your gut for you to be? And what if that was the treasure? What if that was the love? What if that was the big scheme of things? What if that was the big aha moment? This is how you can take your power back. And I'm just getting this aha moment too. It feels like we are growing together here. Like, it feels really, really good and cozy. What if the biggest aha moment was that a person thought that they hurt you, but they healed you? What if the biggest aha moment that you could have a boss that thought that they fired you from this position, but actually you gave me the strength to reach for something bigger. You actually put me out where I had no other choice but to reach for the bigger thing. And I reached for the bigger thing and I got it. What if the art of taking your power back is kind of understanding that you're constantly moving to different treasures in your life? Instead of being instead of having the need to cling to our old shells and stay in that old home, what if it is a blessing that you outgrew it? What if it's a blessing that it didn't work out? What if it's a blessing that the disruption happened, the chaos happened, the arguments happened? What if it all is a blessing? What if you are right on track? Just what if? A lot of us, we do the what if with the negative, and me too. Okay, me too. But what if we start doing the what if? We can do the what if with the negative, and then once you finish that, then let me think of all the positive things that can happen, because that's not fair to me. For me to only have a one track mind, for me to only think of things going one way. There are multiple ways that things can go, and I know that from experience. So what if we start thinking about the positives in life? Tell me more about To the Sea. Trust and you will... Wow, we got God coming up here. The Sky Father, trust in the unknown. God is moving you. God knows how to move you. Just flow with it. Trust and just flow. Like, it's like, I know what I'm doing. You might not trust you, but you can at least trust me. That's a word for somebody. You may not trust you, but you can at least trust God. You can at least trust the universe, trust the higher power. They've been here before. They know so much more, right? A lot of us, we're trying to make things up of our own understanding, and we are not nearly as intelligent as the universe, as God, as the angels. We don't know what's happening. We can't see. We can only see on this realm, and we are not the main entity here. The main entity on earth is angels. It's God. We are not the main thing. We are just a small piece of the pie here. So when it's time for us to move, God knows how to move. Embrace the energy of peace. Something is scary, but something is going to be peaceful for you. Tell me more about community. What's coming to you? See from a higher perspective. All right, so there's a community that's coming towards you, and you have protection, guardian. Drop your shields. There's no need for you to guard yourself from this community. This community is here. You have the high priest right here. This is like the Hierophant. This community is also here to bring you some type of deeper connection or something like that. But this community that you are intending to like create. For some of you guys, you're creating this new community with something that it is that you're doing. For some of you guys, there's a need for you to follow the voice of your soul. Your inner voice. Follow that voice within. Tell me more about loyal heart. And this is you standing up for what it is that you believe in. Let go of the need to be right. You're supposed to be the peacekeeper. Wait for important information. More information is coming. But this is your strength. For some of you guys, you look at being the peacekeeper, letting go of the need to be right, letting go of fighting your point across or fighting it. And you got, I open up the deck. It's the Sky Father here. For some of you guys, you don't find any strength in being the peacekeeper. Something has made you feel weak. And there's a need for you to find your strength in it. There's some type of hidden strength that's in this. All right, so this was a beautiful reading. Let's see. What are the angel messages, the closing messages for Libra? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, we got 4 today. All right, so you're coming up as an indigo, which we already know. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive natural born leader. Or there could be somebody who is a highly sensitive natural born leader, but I feel like this is you. You got heal away addictions. It's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. You have clear yourself. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. And you have release. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. So this is given like you're very, very sensitive. There could be some type of addictions or coping methods that just don't align with you or your purpose. There could be some toxic energy that you could have picked up or something like that. There's a need for you to release, like move out. Go ahead and release it. For some of you guys, you got some anger. Go ahead and release the anger. Okay. So that is your reading. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.